In a world full of boring marketing misfits, get ready for the ride of your life with Dean Holland in The Drive.
Good morning, welcome to another episode of The Drive. It's Dean here, and I was watching a clip last night on YouTube of the Rocky film, okay, Rocky the boxer. And it got me thinking about something last night when I was on the drive home. See, I was in the office quite late, to early hours of this morning, till about sort of past 1 a.m. I think it was by the time we finally got out, because I was running a coaching call. And one thing I realised as I was driving home, after I'd ran the coaching call and after I was driving home, I realised that actually, the number one problem that all of us, most of us face, is actually ourselves. Like, you are literally your number one problem, right? Let me explain what I mean. So, a lot of people doubt themselves, a lot of people procrastinate, a lot of people keep changing direction, a lot of people keep jumping from thing to thing to thing, a lot of people fear the failure, a lot of people fear the success and therefore hold themselves back. And what it comes down to ultimately is, you are your biggest problem. If you could only get out of your own way, you could no doubt have a lot greater success, or finally achieve the success that you're actually looking for, and have, what it is, and achieve what you're actually desiring out of a business. And so today, ultimately, that's what I want you to think about, is how many different areas can you identify as you go about your day-to-day life, or as you go about, every time that you sit down at the computer and you're striving to build your business. Start to identify all the ways in which you're actually sabotaging your own success. Or for those of you in the early stages, how many areas are you sabotaging even your chances of success? One of the biggest problems that I used to personally have, and where I was sabotaging my success, is I never stuck at any one thing long enough to actually make it work. I was always jumping from thing to thing to thing. I was always running around with this belief that there must be a better way, there must be an easier way. And I was absolutely right, and I only realized this, after many years of struggle and failure, is there actually is an easier way. And that's to get a mentor, get a proven plan, and stick at the plan. Do the work. Stop changing direction. Stop doing too many different things. Stop seeking the magic bullet that doesn't actually exist. And instead, focus on working a proven plan and stick at it. And when that plan doesn't work immediately, or when that plan doesn't work in the first week or month, it doesn't mean stop and change and reevaluate and change everything. It means, okay, have a look at, am I doing this correctly? Or am I doing something wrong that I do need to make a slight adjustment? But then keep working it. For example, I could give you a prime example at the moment. This week, we're just actually completing the 2017 Quick Start Challenge coaching program. It's a 4-week program where we teach the students a proven plan, a proven process to get started building a business that can get them to a level where they're making, let's say, at least $100 a day. Now, that doesn't happen overnight. It doesn't happen immediately. It takes work, and it takes seeing it through. Now, lots of people give up when they were in the Quick Start Challenge, literally straight away, I don't think I can do this. Okay, you're right, you're absolutely right, you can't do this. Because as the saying goes, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're always right. And so, I'm kind of going slightly into tangents there, but ultimately what I'm getting at is, you are your worst problem, you are your biggest critic, you are your biggest issue. Like, and if you can get out of your own way, you will stand a much better chance of getting to where you're actually going. Right? Stop doing the things you're doing. If you're not where you want to be, if you're not getting the results you want to get, then stop doing the things you've always been doing and get out of your own way and go forwards better. You know, real change ultimately starts with ourselves. You know, I can tell you categorically, I was actually having a really good conversation with an incredible guy the other day, and we were both talking like, what do you think is the biggest reason some succeed and some don't? And our conclusion ultimately was mindset, which goes hand in hand with what I'm saying here. You are your biggest problem, and if you don't change, then nothing will change. So hopefully that comes as a good message to many of you watching this. And with that said, we're here at Internet Profits HQ. Have a great day. I will, of course, see you back in another episode very soon. Take care.